Chapter 2. The Cost of Marriage in the 21st Century. As I sit in contemplative silence, I often wonder why our generation's experiences are so vastly different from those of our parents. It's as if we've lost touch with the simplicity and beauty of their time. I find myself yearning for the good old days when life was less complicated, and marriage was a union of love and commitment rather than a grand spectacle. I recall a conversation I had with my grandfather, a wise and kind man who has seen his fair share of life's joys and challenges. I asked him, "Grandpa, when you married Grandma, how much did you spend?" He smiled, his eyes twinkling with nostalgia, and replied, "Not much, just a few tubers of yam, some palm wine, and a few other simple things that didn't cost me tens of thousands." I was taken aback by his response. The contrast between his experience and the extravagant weddings of today was staggering. I couldn't help but wonder, "Grandpa, why is it so different now? Has the tradition changed? Why are people more focused on acquiring material possessions than on ensuring their daughter's happiness?" My grandfather's expression turned thoughtful, and he said, "Child, things are no longer the way they were before. Some people have become so enamored with civilization that they've forgotten our traditions. They're more concerned with putting on a grand show than with the well-being of their children." He paused, a hint of amusement in his voice, and added, "I sometimes wonder where they get these ideas from. If I were to marry in this generation, I'd be given a long list of demands. After paying for everything, I'd tell the girl's family, now that I've paid for her, she's mine, and she won't be coming back home again, no matter what happens." We both laughed at the absurdity of it all, but deep down, I was left with a lot to think about. As I pondered the cost of marriage in the 21st century, I couldn't help but ask myself, how did we get here? Was it because our parents didn't ask their parents about the bride price, or has our love for materialism consumed us? It's clear that each generation brings its own unique experiences and challenges, but I couldn't shake the feeling that we've lost something precious along the way. The more I thought about it, the more questions I had. Why do we place such a high value on material possessions when it comes to marriage? Why do we feel the need to put on a grand show for our friends and family? And what's the true cost of marriage in the 21st century? As I searched for answers, I began to realize that the cost of marriage goes far beyond the bride price or the cost of the wedding. It's about the expectations we place on each other, the pressures we face from society, and the compromises we make for the sake of love. In the end, I came to understand that marriage is a union of two people, two families, and two sets of expectations. It's a journey that requires patience, understanding, and compromise. And while the cost of marriage in the 21st century may be high, the rewards of a loving and committed relationship are priceless.